Welcome or welcome back, as the case may be, to Nine's Corner. Hi, I'm Nine. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, welcome back, my dear, dear friends. So, as you probably have already seen, I've had a few extra people drop by my channel due to my video that I did with Linda G. She asked me kindly to come to her channel, and I had such a brilliant time. She is so down to earth, so friendly. And I mean, for anybody who's been with me for a long time, you know, psychics and all that kind of stuff scares me. I've had bad experiences. I saw, and we even talked about Sylvia Brown and everything, but oh my God, it was like when Linda said we were like sisters from another mother, it really was like, it was just, I felt like I was with a friend that I had known for years and years. It was so unexpectedly great. It really was. So on the perchance that there's somebody who's watching me that doesn't know Linda G or is not subscribed to her, go on over and say, hey, Ninth Corner sent me. You know, one for every couple hundred she sent my way. So numbers matters not. I've learned that with everything that's gone on in my life for the last week or so, to be grateful. And, you know, like even when it comes to the weekly vibes, sure, maybe not a whole lot of people watch it, but the people who watch it get something out of it. And that was the whole point, was to help and to be there for people. So I'm just having revelation after revelation that I just feel so good about things. You know what I mean? Like that feeling of, yeah, I know we're going to do a reading here about some real things, but it's like I just feel this momentum of change and acceptance of that change. You know that saying, accept the things that you cannot change, change the things that you can, and have the wisdom to know the difference. Well, I think having the wisdom to know the difference is what gives you peace. So okay, that's all. I'm not going to get into a big old rambling because I've already gone long enough. So my first question we're going to look at is Trump's contempt charges. Trump has been hit with a $10,000 a day contempt charge for not providing the documents that he was supposed to for Letitia James. And, you know, you got to appreciate that Letitia James also gave them an additional month to get themselves together, to get these papers and stuff, and they're still having a problem with it. So I thought, let's have a look and see how this is going to work out in Trump land, because I mean, you know, he's going to, you know, counter sue or counter, you know, charge or whatever it is. He's going to try to delay. So let's see. He's the fool. Ooh. Oh, you can see these cards. Oh, no. You must see these cards. Oh, no, guys. Hello. Let me just put the last card out and see what we're looking at. So, sorry, my friends. I keep moving the camera. I really need to have like a stationary place so I don't move it, because then I'm always having to readjust it, and I completely forgot about it, but there it is. So, interestingly enough, we see, here's the fool, here's Trump. Trump is on the precipice of what's to come, what is going to be his karmic hit. Then in the center, we have death, transformation. Something is going to come from this. There's going to be a change in the way things have always been, that he's always been Teflon Don, getting away with it. Something's going to come of this. On top of it is the information. There's definitely financial information that's going to take some, not just him, but his family, his organization down. Underneath it, we've got justice. I know we keep saying, oh, how long are we going to have to wait for justice? But it's here. It's starting to show up more often in the cards. So underneath this whole, and I truly give credit to Letitia James. I really think that she is the one that is spearheading this, and she's one of the people that you can count on that she's really going for this. But like we said, here we've got the Two of Pentacles, the weighing out of the situation. Trump org and all the people that are around Trump and all, the usual suspects, they're around him and they are trying to delay everything in hopes to get to the midterm. Because if they can get to the midterm and turn over the House or the Senate or what have you, then they can do something. So I really feel like him doing this and getting in contempt is showing the weakness of their situation, the weakness of their side, that justice is coming for him. It's really, really close. But there's a delay tactic in place. It's so frustrating because, this is a civil case. It's not even criminal, as it should be criminal for him, to not pass over these papers. If it was anybody else, wouldn't they already have had, somebody out trying to arrest them or some such thing? So anywho, you know what? I was going to do a reading about Saudi Arabia, and we're still going to do that. But I think what we should do now is let's just take a picture, if you will, of the upcoming midterms in 2022. Let's look at the Democrats and the Republicans for the House and the Senate. And we're just literally taking a picture of what the energies are and how things look to be going. Let's just take the pulse and see how it is. So first, let's look at the House. We're going to look at Democrats and Republicans. And let's look at the Senate, Democrats and Republicans. So, Two of Wands. Okay, yeah, let's just pull. Oh, no. It feels as though when it comes to the House, right now in this moment of time, the Republicans have the momentum. It looks like the Democrats maybe, it seems like it's either a case of they're concentrating on maybe the Senate, or they're looking and hoping that people are going to come to vote. So maybe this is a question of, will people show up and vote? It's a look at the numbers. Okay. We're on shaky ground for the House right now. I think if we were going to do the poll tomorrow, it would probably go to the Republicans. Okay. Now, when we get to the Senate, it's the opposite story, where I do think that the Democrats are focusing in on the Senate. I think they need to look at this. Yeah, like they're going to listen to me. Oh, Nina. Here, the Republicans have an offer that they're not wanting. The Democrats are giving the information that people want to hear. So interestingly, I think that right now for the House, it's leaning towards the Republicans. For the Senate, it's leaning towards the Democrats. So that's our first picture, as it were. That's our first little look into what's going to be coming up for the midterm, because I'm sure we're going to be doing plenty of readings and really need to get into it like on a case-by-case story, like looking at specific people that are running and looking at those actual individual races. So our next reading, we're going to look at Saudi Arabia, because the Saudi Arabia princes have started to sell off a lot of their assets, be it their yachts or their jewelry or what have you, and it amounts to about $600 million. So there's a lot of speculation as to why they're doing this. Was this something that the Crown Prince had said that he wanted done? Are they doing this because they have bills to pay off? Or are they doing this because they're looking over at what's happening with Russia and they're thinking, we don't want NATO and them to be going after us for our wealth? You know what I mean? Because they don't want to be sanctioned. Because you got to think, there's still a number of countries that have not taken a side. And by not taking a side, you're basically taking Russia's side. So you got Saudi Arabia, China, India, like there's a number of places. And for the longest time now, I keep saying, like, there's something here. Like, is Saudi going to turn? Are they, because it just feels like, they're being too friendly with China. They're being too friendly with Russia. And now, like, they're selling off stuff. It does feel like the tides are turning, as though they're separating themselves and looking for a way to not need the West. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's just something in the air. So I want to know, why exactly is Saudi Arabia doing this? Why are they selling off their wealth? Let's have a look. Why? Seeing the situation from a different perspective. Definitely looking at Russia defending. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, guys. Yes. They are definitely looking at things from a different perspective, and rather than being, friendly, they want to stay on the sidelines. But that means not, going with Russia technically, but then not going with NATO either. I think they've changed their ideas of, especially with the Crown Prince. I think the Crown Prince has kind of said, I think we need to change how we do things. I think they're looking directly at Russia, and I think that there has been a beginning, a union of some of, like, Saudi Arabia, Russia, China. I don't think it's a strong union. I think this is really saying that China's part of this. I think it's a part of defending themselves, defending their country, defending what they need. I also think that you've got direct force because you're looking at countries that are very close together. I just feel that there's a strategic reason why they're doing it. It's either symbolic to show that, hey, tides might be turning, or this is the beginning of something bigger. This is the beginning of real change in, what countries support what countries. There's this change that is happening. And I think that's going to come out in the future. We're going to start seeing it more and more and more, because the Saudis are definitely sending out messages. So we're going to look at Elon Musk and the fact that he bought Twitter, buying free speech for $44 billion. It'll be interesting to see, what does this mean? Because it's like we all drive, we all have the privilege of driving, right? And we have the right as a human to drive. But if you all of a sudden took away all the stop signs and all the lights and everything else, and it became a free-for-all, then there would be accidents and all that kind of stuff, and your freedoms are taken away from you. I worry that with Elon Musk being one person, one entity, taking over this and saying, hey, I believe in free speech, so I'm going to let people really be able to say, where are the lines? What does he see as free speech? What is his definition of free speech? are we all of a sudden going to be seeing a petri dish of hate speech and Nazism and racism and like, I just don't know if Elon Musk comes into this saying, hey, it's a free for all, what's going to be the benefit? Because we're already dealing with enough people being bullied and hurt and mental issues, especially after all this COVID. I mean, there is no way that during this last 2 years, and by the way, guys, I'm going to do a quick reading on COVID because I've been seeing that the numbers have been going up. I know back home in Newfoundland, the numbers have been going up. So I just want to see, are we going to be looking at more masks, more COVID restrictions coming up in the near future? Like probably between, look, that just flew out now in September. Darn it all, guys. I really think that we may have to deal with another round of COVID. But anyway, with that comes, I think, a societal depression, a societal feeling of mental illness, or, So let's look and see what is going to be the result of Elon Musk. Ooh, no, she didn't. Oh, Elon Musk, he's coming in thinking, I am so good. I'm going to let everybody feel their emotions. There's so many problems. He's not going to really, this is going to blow up in his face. It's going to cause issues. There's going to be legalities. It's not good. Not good, Elon. Not good. For our last reading, we're going to spill a little celebrity dish, as we've done readings on Will and Jada Smith and the fact that he had hit the host, Chris Rock, during the Academy Awards, and he had lost his ability to go to the Academy Award for 10 years. But Chris Rock said something very interesting. Chris Rock said he wasn't going to talk about it until he made his coinage. So people are wondering, is this a show or is this an actual lawsuit? So I thought, let's have just a quick little look. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. And see, is Chris Rock going to be putting a lawsuit against Will Smith? Will he be putting a lawsuit out against Oh, he is. I think he is going after money specifically from Will Smith. Isn't that interesting? Will he win? If he goes for a lawsuit, would Chris win? Because let's face it, right here, you're seeing the fact that no matter what Chris does from this point forward, he will always be associated with that slap. It will follow him till the day he dies. Terrible. That's literally... I think he's weighing out in his mind about actually, should he, put it in a show form and hope to make a real killing there, or he might be thinking about the lawsuit. I really do feel like he feels like this is something that's going to follow him for the rest of his life. But I mean, he has made some money out of it, But this is the delay. He's waiting. He's thinking. This is waiting, thinking, trying to figure it out. King of Swords. I still think it's very high probability that he's going to go for a legal remedy to this. Yes, darling. Yes, I truly think that, yes, he's lifelong going to be associated with this slap. They're weighing out their options, weighing out what each side could bring. I think this is going to go legal, and it's going to be costing Will Smith some money. Just for a little, just because we're on Celebrity Dish, let's have a look and see what's going to happen with Will and Jada, because a lot of people are saying that Jada has not supported him, and there's like all these just awful things coming up about stuff that she said, that she didn't want to get married, she had to get married, and just really, and I mean, and it's not even like, oh, this is gossip. You're actually watching her say these things on her Red Table Talk show and stuff. So let's just have a quick look and see what's happening between her and hubby. Have things changed? Because I mean, I don't know, if my husband, if I felt like I defended my husband and then he turns around and laughs and then makes me the brunt of the joke, I don't know, Will Smith. Let's look. Jada and Will. Oh my, isn't that interesting? Jada knows a lot. She knows about Will Smith, and he knows he'd have to literally go like, here's 50-50, even though he's the one that probably has more money. He'd end up having to pay her. She has a secret on him. Let's clarify, Jada, this secret, what is it? And let's clarify, Will, does this mean possible divorce, possible legal issues, and going 50-50 split to keep her quiet about whatever this secret is? So let's have a look. Jada. Ooh, she knows something personal about Will Smith. She has some personal information. Something that nobody knows. Oh. Ooh, my God. Do you see that? Two of Cups staying together because of this secret. I mean, I think there is, if not divorce, the talk about like, you know, you live your life, I'll live mine, but we'll stay together for the sake of the money. But also for him, it's not so much just the money. It's about the secret that she knows. Let's just... And she is holding on strong to this secret, and she is able to manipulate Will to whatever she wants because of what she knows. Man, she can manipulate with her words and with the way that she expresses herself. Interesting. I think they're looking at all options right now. I think that he is looking at it as a case of, I don't want her to spill any money, any gossip. I think that she wants to make sure that she has her money bag and she's not going to give it up. And if they divorce, if they were to consider divorcing, she would have such a strong hold on him that he'd lose 50-50. I think there possibly could be a want for him to have this soulmate, but that's not her. I think right now she's the one that has the strength, and he's the one that's kind of, I mean, this just shows you his mind is all over the place, doesn't know what to think, doesn't know what to feel. But divorce, I think, is possibly... Separation is definitely on the table. Divorce, I just think that there's something she knows, a secret against him. 9 of Cups. It's all about the money, you know. It really is staying together. It's not staying together for the love. It's staying together for the possessions, the financial, for the reputation, for all those things. Interesting. So that is our reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I have our Unity candle lit for each and every one of us. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff that helps my channel. I thank you for your time. I appreciate your time. And until the next time we chat, cheerio. Take care, my friends.